Thank you for joining me. This video is basically about Venus through signs, but I'm going to really focus on Mooltrikonas because I've realised I was doing this papers for my Patreon page, and I was thinking I have never really touched on Mooltrikona signs and what do they actually mean. So Mooltrikona signs are, out of the 7 planets, excluding the nodes in Vedic astrology, every planet has got, obviously the luminaries only own one's house, so Moon only owns Cancer, Sun only owns Leo, but the other planets, each of them have got two signs that they rule, and one is normally a male sign and the other one is a female sign. So basically the male sign of the planets, apart from Mercury and Moon, the male sign is normally the Mooltrikona sign, which means the root, or where the energy of the planet is. And obviously planets have got all different kinds of conditions. So planets can be exalted, which means that they can perform and give very strong fruits, as long as obviously all of this is dependent if they're not actually afflicted in any way. And then Mooltrikona will be the next strong placement for any planet. And then it will be own house, great friend, friendly sign, or obviously it would be neutral, and then it could be an enemy or great enemy, depending on temporal friendships, and also debilitated, which will be the weakest condition for any planet. Now Mooltrikona means that obviously it's a root trine. It just means that this is where the planet, so if they own, like for example, if Saturn owns Capricorn is own house, whereas Aquarius is a Mooltrikona sign, and these are always at a particular degree as well. So for example, Sun is obviously exalted in Aries, it's debilitated in Libra, both of them at 10 degrees. But actually the head office, or the Mooltrikona for Leo is the Mooltrikona for the Sun at 0 to 20 degrees. And then after that is own sign. And then Moon is exalted at 3 degrees Taurus, debilitated at 3 degrees Scorpio, and between 3 to 27 degrees of Taurus is actually Mooltrikona sign. Now, this is one of the only exceptions, this one and Mercury, where they have got female signs as their Mooltrikona signs. And then Mercury is obviously debilitated at 15 degrees of Pisces, exalted at 15 degrees of Virgo, but actually between 15 and 20 degrees of Virgo, that is this Mooltrikona. So it does work really, really well. And then we have Mars. Mars is obviously exalted at 28 degrees Capricorn, 28 degrees Cancer is its debilitation sign. And then 0 to 12 degrees of Aries will be its Mooltrikona sign. And then Jupiter will be 5 degrees of Cancer, exalted, 5 degrees of Capricorn, debilitated, and its 0 to 10 degrees of Sagittarius will be its Mooltrikona sign. And then Venus will be Pisces, 27 degrees exalted, 27 degrees of Virgo will be when it's debilitated, and actually 0 to 15 degrees of Libra will be its Mooltrikona sign. And Saturn will be obviously 20 degrees of Libra exalted, 20 degrees of Aries will be debilitated, and 0 to 20 degrees of Aquarius will be its Mooltrikona sign. So you can see that these, they all have these Mooltrikona degrees, and that makes any yogas to do with those planets really, really strong. And if at any point, obviously that's the Vargotama degree as well, it makes the planet work really, really well. And obviously you want to check all of these with the D9, make sure that you see what's going on in the D9 as well. But what I'm going to show you today is just a slightly different way of looking at things. So I also want you to, whilst I'm doing this, to remember that where every placement is, you've got to really look into it. You mustn't just think that, oh, it's just one placement. Everything means so many more things. There are all different layers to it, so you want to make sure you take all of those things in consideration with every planet, actually, because although I'm going to do Venus today, and I might have to come back to it and do one for every sign, because it's a big subject. But basically, also, we all have chakras as well. So Venus also rules the heart chakra. And it's also, obviously, it's about receptivity, giving and receiving in equal measures because of Libra. Libra being sign of balance, it's always looking at that, looking to, sort of build relationships that they gain as much as they give. So they don't want to be in a relationship, that a really healthy Venus will not want to be in a relationship which is just one way. So, and obviously, in the natural zodiac, Venus rules 7th and 2nd house. So 2nd house is self-worth and resources and choices, and 7th house Libra, which is all to do with interaction with the world, other people, harmony with others. Venus in Aries. So this is where Aries is like the first natural sign of the zodiac. So it's very much, Aries is like baby of the zodiac. So everything about them is very sweet and very, there's no agenda behind it. They're just like literally what they feel they display. So from Libra, it's obviously 7 houses away when Venus is in Aries. So the energy is all about, and how they go to express everything is all to do with 7 house things. So these people very, very much are into what would be like passion. It's Aries. Aries is Mars and Venus coming together as well. So they're passionate. They want chemistry in their life. They want a really good sex life, and the actual attraction, because it's like a 7 house axis, 1 and 7 from the Mooltrikona. So it's got to be a lot of pull and push in this. So it's a really nice attraction, chemistry, all the Libra things. Very much focused. They want to be in relationships. These people are absolutely 100%. They think about relationship, because obviously this is the mind as well. They think about it. They romanticize about it. They daydream about love, about sex, and so all those things to just diplomacy, working together, doing things together is so important to them. And they put a lot of energy into that as well, because obviously Mars signs are very energetic. This is also where Sun gets exalted. So they just radiate with love and project so much wonder into the world because of that. Because when they're in love, they're really in love. They want to express it in volumes. It's beautiful, because obviously baby of the zodiac, when a baby is excited, they're really excited, and it is such a pure energy, so lovely. So there are no layers, there's no hidden agenda. It's pure, like Aries, love to be in a relationship, I love my partner, and oh yeah. And this is also where so if you got Venus there for a man or a woman, because it's indicator of love, these people will have a really close relationship with their dad. Their dad just make them, your partner, who obviously is Venus there, just makes you radiate, and makes you shine. So they're close to their father. They're close. They probably get on really well with any boss that they work with. They respect authority, government, leaders, bosses, things like that. They can overlook
their subordinates, because obviously what's happening here is Saturn is debilitated here, so they can sometimes not actually notice what other people put into kind of like sewage workers outside working to get your, you know, the pipes running, the bus drivers taking people to work, you know, the delivery men, people who come in to fix their electricity or decorate for them. They probably overlook those, or even subordinates, really, because they very much are focused on people who lead rather than people who serve. So there is like slightly different connotations there. But they are very much inspired by love, inspired by partner, sex, the bond between, you know, with a partner and everything. And then from Aries, Taurus, the feminine sign for Venus, is 2 houses away. So all those things about they want somebody in their life who they want to express it and, you know, go for something that's like gives them value. The love has got to be more than just that chemistry thing. That's very important. Don't get me wrong. If that doesn't happen, the chemistry and the sex and everything, they're out of here. But they want value. They want somebody who's got really good family values. Somebody who's close to their family and has got money as well, family money, or they have good resources. They also want to enjoy the finer things in life, because Taurus is all about all the senses. So good food, traveling to nice places, eating at nice restaurants, you know, all the Venusian things, you know, lovely home, lovely, all kind of like, you know, beautiful things that Venus is all about. So yeah, this is all about diplomacy, sex, chemistry, and all those lovely things that are very Venusian, really. So it's a really nice ones, and they're very good at initiating relationships. And you don't often find them single, because they think and do, their actions and their thoughts are always through with love, relationships, and being with somebody. So that's where their energy goes. So anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.